All right, welcome everybody to the third game of Week 1 here at the World Doom League. I am your WDL Commissioner, Ralphis. We are broadcasting live on the Doom Central Twitch channel. And joined today with me is a co-caster from one of our teams. It is Denzoa. Hi, Denzoa.
Hey everybody, it's Denzoa speaking here. I'm joining Ralphis today to co-cast the game.
So for those who don't know Denzoa, he's been playing in this league for pretty much almost since it has started. The WDL started up, and he's also playing this season. Had a big victory in the first game of the season this week. How'd you feel about that? Hello? You there? Did we lose our co-caster?
Hello, sorry about that. My father was calling me. Yes, we had a really good first game this week. Surprised we actually took the win because the first round we played, I actually felt kind of bad since we... it was mainly my fault, losing a lot of flags. Had a pretty tough first round that they took against us. Then again, second round, third round, we actually pulled through. At the third round, we had a pretty heroic last-second double cap coming in that saved us the game. But power to BST though, because they would have gotten us if Poto was not backing me up the whole time. He pulled his weight.
Well, you guys had a great third-round comeback win after going down that first round. Really exciting to watch, exciting to cast. For anyone that hasn't seen that game, head on over to the Doom Central YouTube. You can check out that replay that we have uploaded there, and you can watch that exciting three-rounder that opened the season. So, let's talk a little bit about today's game. This is the third game of the season. Neither of these teams have any points so far since we're in the first week. Quick rundown of both teams. We'll start with Sorrier for Plex. NinjaDog, the captain, a very rare rookie captain. NinjaDog has not played in the IDL or WDL in any of the 28 seasons, but he is a accomplished player. He has played in other leagues, and so for that reason we made an exception. We let him captain this season, and I think that a lot of people have high hopes for his team. Joined with SFP, Sorrier for Plex. He has X-Wiz on his team, who has been playing since the second season of IDL all the way back in the summer of 2007. So you know that he's about 69 years old. And then with them, they have Saltmine, who is a kind of a young and upcoming player. He's been exciting to watch, and hopefully he plays a big part today. We don't know what their lineup is going to look like at this point, but we're hoping to see him play. And Hugo of Chile, he is a player that's been around, and he also could make some noise. I think he's played one or two games in the past, but he's never really had a chance to become a huge part of a team as like a big player, but this could be the season that happens. Any thoughts on SFP?
Yeah, I definitely have some thoughts on SFP. Seeing NinjaDog and X-Wizard on the same team is actually a very solid lineup. That is good enough for them to have a really good defense. All they need is an offense player that can get flags out and into their base, which is something that Hugo is definitely capable of because he has some really good movement. He's been playing for quite a while now, played a lot of prives, and he's been getting much better over time. Saltmine, being somebody who has played in a DML before, has gotten quite far before as well. He is actually a really good player as well. Don't think I've seen him play in WDL so far.
He has not, but he did play in the Vengeance event that was hosted over the spring, which was at the time a event run by the MDF and WDL, which have since merged into Doom Central. So he played on my team, and I was actually super proud of him. He did great.
Yeah, he's a really solid player as well. Pretty good at Valorant, which kind of translates over to Doom with his aim, because playing against him in practice, he is definitely hitting a lot of shots. Like, he will be a great help to SFP's team if they do intend to play him. So I'm actually very curious to see, because watching Sorrier for Plex go up against Rip and Tear, you got to admit, it's a hell of a lineup on both ends.
For sure, and they're going to need it because they're playing Rip and Tear, Rip, who is Styles' team, he's come back to captain again. He has success every season, and he is rejoined by Skull Rush. They had success. They made it to the finals last season. They weren't able to win, unfortunately for them. They were beaten by Dastin's team in a pretty decisive finals, but they had a great run that season, and they're joined this time by Disparel and Dosu, who signed up as Hardy Ween, but most people refer to him as Dosu. So I think that they have a pretty capable, accomplished team here. A lot of frag power between Stal, Disparel, and Dosu, but also Skull Rush and Dosu have shown that they can put some serious work in on offense and run that flag. So I think that this one could go either way. Do you have any predictions?
My prediction so far, I think it's going to be 2-1 in favor of SFP. So far, from what I've seen happening so far during practice, having played both teams so far, I would have to put my preference towards SFP. But that does not mean that RIP cannot take it back, because I'm not gonna lie, seeing Style, Skull Rush, and Disparel on the same team, all of them which have taken finals before, which have taken themselves to finals before, all of those players are actually really accomplished players as well. If they can manage to work together, I'm pretty sure they could take it back in the third round maybe. But this is all going to come down to which of those teams is going to keep composure.
Yeah, for sure. And I think it could go either way. When I look at just kind of who's been practicing the most, I got to give the edge to SFP here. And I think that SFP could win this in 2 rounds. But I would not be surprised if Rip comes out. They have a lot of experience. Styles, an experienced Captain NinjaDog really hasn't done this before. And I think the critical key point for SFP is going to be who is that third player? Is it Saltmine or Hugo? And how prepared are they? And are they able to compete at the level that they're going to need to in this league? I think that's what's going to be a question today. So before we get started, we know that SFP is going to be joining this server shortly, and they're all going to get playing. For anybody that didn't catch our first broadcasts, the WDL is becoming part of Doom Central. That's why we're now broadcasting on this Twitch. We would hope that any viewers that we've had in the past that are now rejoining us now, if you could, please follow the channel. That makes a difference for us, because once we get to a certain amount of followers, we're able to have more features and do more cool things. Like last year, we were doing the betting in the channel, on the stream, stuff like that. It just opens up more access to us. So if you could follow the Doom Central Twitch, we'd appreciate that. Also, we have the Doom Central YouTube, which you can go subscribe, follow that. That has all the replays, and it's going to have things more than the WDL as we get going here. We plan on having some new types of content as well, related to single-player, co-op, all sorts of Doom things. But the WDL is just a special thing to us and something that we want to share with you. So thanks again for everybody paying attention, watching it. We usually have a lot of people watching, and it's always fun to stream, especially this season where I can really dedicate to streaming it too. So should be a lot of fun. As we said, we're waiting for SFP to make it into the server. So right now we're just going to kind of fly around the server and kind of give you guys a look at what this map looks like. This is the first time this map's ever been played in this league. We'll start in the blue base here. Both bases are the same. They're mirrored. So in the blue base, you have this flag lift, which, as you can see, can be lowered by the runners. From the flag, the runner has 4 options to leave or enter. One is this tunnel that Skull Rush right here practicing tried to get into. This tunnel goes straight out to mid, and they are able to hit the mid. As you can see, the mid area is pretty short, and this is where a lot of spawning happens, and we've seen that in the other games. It's been a big issue for some teams. We'll see how it plays out here with these frag-heavy stars coming into this game. So the tunnel takes you out to mid. Other options are a lift right here, which is up right now, but a teammate can lower this lift from mid and let somebody in, and then they can come in. And if they have a very smart teammate, as you can see, the lift's lowering right now, a smart teammate can hold this lift. They can sit on top of it, prevent it from closing, and then a player can exit through this lift. Other options is this upper path, which you can go through here. or you can also teleport. There's a teleporter here, which will take you up to this path, and then you can leave here and make it out to mid, or you could take the lower path, and that will take you to mid as well. So those are the 4 paths in and out. There is a switch here. This switch will lower the flag stand. We've seen that actually be pretty, in your game, Denzoa, in fact, was pretty critical. There was one flag where you dropped the lift for your teammate and he was able to easily score it. We've seen it make a big difference. So, and also you can drop this stand by hitting any of these switches right there. And there you go. The switch was dropped and he scored that flag. Perfect timing. Thoughts on this map?
Yeah, this is definitely a map that requires you to use more of your brain instead of more of your raw mechanical skills. Judging from how we played versus BST, a lot of our flags did involve lowering the middle lift, so Tiger, our teammate, our runner, could exit through the middle elevator. The thing with that is, as soon as you make it to the middle, the problem with the other team at that point, if they do not make it through with you, they are kind of screwed, because they have to run all the way around their base, go all the way out to the mid. It's basically guaranteeing yourself a capture. At that point, it becomes really critical for you to just always be on point with your callouts, because your middle player is really your crutch. He is the one that's going to have to hold out at mid, kill the enemies, and return that flag. Because as a defense player, you don't have enough time to get there in time. If it comes to a standoff, it becomes it's quite a pain, because like the enemy has a lot of places they can hide at. They can regain 40 health in a base and 100 armor. So far, Smart CTF is actually doing the name justice, doing the map back justice. So to be honest, lowering the lift all the way from the main area is something we did a lot. I would say, for example, there's players coming in, I kill them from coming from the mid area into our main area. I lower the lift, and I'm telling Tiger, okay, run straight to the flag. I'll lower it for you so you don't have to waste time on that, because that 1 split second that he spends trying to like press the switch or get to the elevator and press the skull switches, that could be the return for the enemy. So I'm pretty interested to see in how all these other teams are going to be handling themselves on these maps.
Yeah, I think
on this map.
It's going to be a good game here today. I think that this is, I mean, on paper, it should be a close one. It should be a close one. This experience favors RIP, but practice this week, I think, favors SFP. So it'll be interesting to see which way it goes.
Definitely.
And we will show the lineups again.
Red flag drop. Red flag return. Blue flag return.
And I guess while we wait, I'll take this opportunity to talk a little bit about Doom Central, what we're doing with that. So Doom Central, we brought together the WDL and the MDF, which was the multiplayer Doom Federation. We brought them together, and we have basically the same goals that we did before, which is that we want to promote multiplayer Doom to the larger Doom community. But with Doom Central, our focus has kind of expanded a bit. We're not really just focused entirely on multiplayer. We just want that to be a pretty central part of what we're doing. And what we would like to see with Doom Central is we're planning on it being a community hub more than just a place that people come and just post, dumb forum posts. We want activity that's going to be meaningful there. So aside from multiplayer leagues and events like this, one thing that we're really focused on is WOD creation. We really want to see a lot of community projects coming out of Doom Central. We're going to do everything we can to support it. Right now, we have been building a pretty cool, from the ground up website we're going to have that released sometime in the near future, relatively near future, and it's going to start out as a work in progress. We're going to rely on the community to help us build that website. What does the community need? What does the community want? We're going to try and address those needs. One of those is going to be through WOD creation and community project tools to help manage those sorts of things. Other areas that we've discussed are speed running, easier ways to kind of find the type of WODs that you would like to play, obviously all the multiplayer things. So that is something we're looking to do with Doom Central. If you haven't yet, come join our Discord. it's going to be. I think it's going to be. I'm pretty optimistic. It's going to be a cool place to hang out. I think we're going to see a lot of cool content come out of there. Single player, co-op, multiplayer, all sorts of things, and we're all about supporting the community. So we're hoping the community will support us. So looking forward to that. And with that in mind, I'll remind you again, if you're watching this stream and you have a Twitch account, please follow this account. Once we get to a certain amount of followers, we're able to do a couple more things with the stream. We would like to have other people even be able to stream to this account. People that, play WODs and like to show their first run attempts and those sorts of things. There's a lot of room to do that sort of stuff. So, yeah. So we hope that you'll stick with us and join us. We are still waiting for SFP here.
Yep. I wonder where NinjaDog's team is right now.
Well, I see that they're practicing in the other server, but it's definitely time to go.
All right. At this point, I think I should just go to the other server and try to get them in here.
Yeah, I would go let them know that it's game time.
Yep. Let's see.
So just a quick rundown of the teams again, like we did last time. The SFP, mostly a American team. NinjaDog is American. XWiz from the United States. Salt Mine from the United States. Hugo is from Chile, so he is their outlier there. Don't know if we're gonna see him play today, but Hugo's the best. He's a good player, and would be fun to see him play. But I think that we're likely to see the U.S. lineup of NinjaDog, XWiz, and Salt Mine. On the Rip and Tear side, we have Stal, who is Canadian, Skull Rush, who is Brazilian, Disparel, who currently resides in the United Arab Emirates, and Dosu, who is in Mexico. So no United States players on that team. So this is a U.S. versus the world matchup, most likely.
Yep, exactly.
And what we're watching in the server right now is, it seems like Stal, Skull Rush, and Disparel are going to be the starters in this game, just from the way that they've been practicing. But I would not be surprised if something goes wrong to possibly see Dosu come in and replace one of those players. Disparel has a pretty high ping over there in the United Arab Emirates, so it's always possible that he could be subbed in, and you never really know till the game gets going and everything starts going wrong for a team.
Blue flag drop, flag return.
And now
I think we're going to be seeing SFP right now.
Yeah, I think they're starting to join. XWiz is joining the game.
Yep. Yeah, I went into the server earlier to tell them that it's game time right now because we're already 15 minutes past. That is, add another 15 to that, and I would ask for a power play if I was the other team.
So for anyone that is watching is new, on the WDL and the Doom Central Discords, we have WDL betting channels. We encourage you to go in there and try some betting out. The list of commands are listed in the pins. It's really fun. We've had a lot of fun with this over the past few seasons, and now we're trying to open that up to a wider audience.
Red flag return. Red flag taken.
Yep. About the betting, there was one season where I had first place in betting against people. That was pretty interesting. Seeing me at the top there was funny. I saved my money all season long, and right at the end of the season, I placed everything I had on the one team that I thought was going to take finals. So everybody bet against said team, so I was one of the only ones betting for them. And it was interesting to see me win about like 30,000, I think it was, WDL bucks. That was pretty funny. Like the betting mechanic is actually a really fun thing to do.
Yeah, we've had a lot of fun with it. And one thing we would really like to do One thing we were thinking about doing next week, maybe just as a one-time thing, is that whoever
Flag returned.
places the best bets in the Doom Central Discord and comes out with the most money, we might be looking at giving out some sort of prize, some sort of Steam gift card or something to that effect. So hoping that people will get involved with that. We'll see how it goes. Right now, the pools for the game, we'll take a look and see what everybody's thinking. Right now, there is quite a bit of WDL bucks on this game. And the final is about $30,000 in the pool, and SFP is the overwhelming favorite in this game. It looks like about 69% of money is on SFP. So
Team scores.
Right. 65%. That is quite something. Yeah, I think everybody is definitely favoring SFB right now. So, in all honesty, seeing how that is a thing right now, I would actually really love for Rip to prove everybody wrong. I would love that. That is what happened last Vengeance season with my team. Everybody always bet against us, and we kept proving them wrong time and time again. I would love for Rip to actually do something like that right now. That would make it so interesting.
for sure.
Because they would definitely be the underdog right now, considering how everybody's betting against them. So, yeah.
So, just an update on why this is taking so long. We just found out that apparently one of the teams asked the other team to delay for a little bit, and they did not let the league administrators know. So we started the stream up. Nobody knew that this game wasn't going to start. Would have been nice if somebody would have said something, and we'll make sure that in the future they do. But for right now, it looks like we're still a few minutes out from this game. And so I guess we'll just take a short break here. Very short break. And we'll get a cup of water or whatever you need to get. And we will return in about 5 minutes. Okay, everybody, thank you for hanging out, waiting here. We are going to get this game started.
Red flag return. Flag taken.
We're going to drop into the game here. Both teams are here, SFP and RIP. Hope you caught everything we said in the pregame, because we're not going to have a lot of time to go through it all again. But it looks like the starting lineups for both teams are going to be NinjaDog, X-Wizard, and Saltmine for SFP. And for RIP, it's going to be Stow, Skull Rush, and Disparrow, with Dosu hanging on the bench there, ready to go for RIP if necessary. And this game is going to get started.
Yep. Starting in 3, 2, 1.
So we're going to start out here looking at Stow, captain of RIP. And he
solid player.
Absolutely. One of the best fraggers in the league historically. X-Wizard gets RIP's flag. He's out already. 17 health. He's down 0. RIP is able to stop him in mid. Going to try and get a handle on who is playing what positions here. Skull Rush grabs the SFP flag, and he is out to mid, but he is killed. Going to be a lot of heavy fraggers in mid waiting for the runners this game. Skull Rush grabs the flag.
Red flag, red flag.
And he has the
return.
flag in the SFP base. He's waiting. And now he takes the teleporter. He's going to try and go out the top path. And he is being trailed by 2 players, both NinjaDog and Salt Mine on him. But Stow's able to pick that flag up. 30 health for Stow. Salt Mine's able to return that flag while Skull Rush and X-Wizard both have the flags. They can see each other. X-Wizard, if he can get a kill here, can get a score as he's in his base with their flag. But Skull Rush, an accomplished runner, is trying to be tricky with this teleporter. He's trying to buy time. But X-Wizard outlasts him. He's able to put it on the stand. And just like that, SFP goes up 1-0.
Yep, and that was kind of tough to watch because I saw Stallion standing there, like, with the flag. He got taken down, then it got returned. He tried to get the flag back, got into their base, actually, near the teleporter, almost got the shot, got taken down at the last second. And by that time, he just couldn't make it back in time. Watching him right now, he's chasing the guy into a tunnel, but I think...
X-Wizard makes it into the tunnel, and he's able to score. So far, what we're seeing is that SFP's offense has just been pounding them. Even while you're giving your analysis, Salt Mine almost scored as well for SFP. So both teams have the flag right now. Skull Rush in the tunnel with the SFP flag, and SFP in his own base with the RIP flag. And just like that, SFP puts the 3rd flag on the board. So far, this is not looking good for RIP. They are being out-fragged by 10, 29-19, but that's not really playing a huge difference here. It's just all about running.
Exactly, and I'm definitely going to have to shorten my analysis if SFP keeps this one up. They are putting so much pressure on RIP right now.
So RIP makes it out to mid with the flag, and right now it looks like, you know, one of the big problems for RIP at a glance, only 3 minutes into this game, is that their mid play, they don't have a lot of people helping get those flags across. And I think that they're going to need to correct that if they want to survive here, because the frag power from SFP is eventually going to start to overwhelm them, especially with NinjaDog, who is one of the most prominent fraggers in the game today. So Stow has the flag, SFP's flag, and X-Wizard has the flag for... he has RIP's flag, and he's about to move out the top. He dies. The flag is returned. Stow makes it across the mid, but he is swarmed by NinjaDog and Salt Mine, who have been throttling mid. X-Wizard
yeah,
on
I'm
the
watching
move.
Stow.
X-Wizard makes it out the
he's-
lift there. Great play by them. And can they get a return? RIP unable to get that return, and NinjaDog just grabs it and picks it up. You know, that's just uncoordinated in mid. I think that maybe more than anything else, we're just seeing practice makes perfect here, and SFP's been playing all week, and I think that we're starting to see the dividends of that as they're up 4-0. Only 6 minutes into this first round, and X-Wizard's able to just close this round out just like that.
Yeah,
that was quick.
Only 4 minutes. That is pretty hard. They're definitely gonna have to switch something up for next round. They will definitely have to do something else, because looking at Skull Rush, only 6 frags. The Sparrow only 11 frags compared to 19, 27, and 13. That's yeah, that is not good.
Yeah, and just over the course of 4 minutes, you figure Skull Rush is gonna need to get some more frags, and it looks like we might see Dosu come in here in the second round.
Yep.
So we're
Looking at his name right now.
We're gonna see a change, and hopefully make sure he's right on the right team, because we've seen that before.
Yeah, that wouldn't be too good. Maybe he would like to help SFP out, but I think he'd be better off
he's on the
helping his
wrong
own team out. Yep.
So, there he goes. Okay, he switched.
All right, I'm pretty interested in seeing what's going to happen now.
Let's take a look at Dosu, who just subbed in, and see what he's able to do. We'll jump over to Skull Rush, who is running. And just a recap of the last round, SFP was able to easily take the first round. RIP is going to try and bounce back here and see what they can do. X-Wizard has the flag for SFP. He seems to be walking out unopposed across the top path.
Yep, 97 armor, 42 HP.
Yep, and that was a huge return by Stow, but I have to say that's a pretty risky way to play mid, where they were laying back and waiting for him to come out, because what's going to happen there is that if they get spawn fragged or killed, they're done. Skull Rush has a pretty good run there, but he's not able to make it across. 1 minute into the second round.
Sadly had X-Wizard waiting for him right at the top there. Uncontested.
Red flag return.
We see Skull Rush again with another grab here for RIP. He drops down, gets the kill on Salt Mine. He walks right out in the mid, but there NinjaDog is to drop down from the top and stop him. X-Wiz walking out the mid. He gets the double kill. Salt Mine supporting, and that's a huge play by SFP. Salt Mine got 2 kills there. X-Wizard got 1 himself. They wiped out the whole team, were able to score. Not even 2 minutes into this round, and SFP is already putting it back on them. Now, Skull Rush makes it out through the tunnel here, but there NinjaDog is to shut him down.
Yep. You want to see an interesting play from X-Wizard here. He just lowered the middle lift. Oh, but he misses to jump to the flag. Does grab the armor, though, but will be taken down by Stow.
Dosu with a great transfer down to the lower path. And,
Oh, that's so sad. They had the pickup, but they just couldn't finish it.
Yeah, they're going to need to do more of that, because that was a great play by RIP. They just weren't able to finish the flag at their stand. But, a lot of pressure on Stow here, too, because right now it seems like the other two are running. He's trying to kind of solo the mid, it appears. And that's a tall order in this map. You know, there's 4 entrances to the base. Players spawn in the middle, so the time to the flag is very short. The Skull Rush could have a good run here. He's got 90 health. He's got to fight Salt Mine on the way out. He goes out the window, jukes him, but unfortunately he dies, and SFP was able to score the flag. Right now, Stow is trying to pull a miracle run off with 20 health, while X-Wiz goes right across mid. X-Wiz is killed. Oh, they need to... Salt Mine has the flag. He needs to get the return.
Oh, but he will not be able to get out of the base, though. He was just dancing around with the enemy right across, right in front of their flag pedestal.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a really tough map to run out of.
He probably made the right move there, returning his flag, though.
Yeah, that was definitely the right move, yeah.
But X-Wiz is about to score another one. The action is so fast, it's almost hard to keep up with this game compared to the other games we broadcasted. SFP is just smothering RIP. They're not too far ahead in frags, only 10, but about 4 minutes into the second round, and
they're just all over RIP right now. They're not letting off pressure, so RIP is having such a hard time just even getting into their base, let alone get out of their base with the flag.
Both teams have the flags. The runners run into each other. Dosu's able to return his own flag, but he's not able to make it across mid. We're going to jump on to NinjaDog right now and take a look at what he's doing. He's lowering the flag, or the lift for his teammates. Skull Rush has a good grab here. 100-100. He's able to get 1 kill on Salt Mine, but NinjaDog kills him in the end. X-Wiz comes right across mid, 60 health. Might be scoring unopposed again.
Yep, I think so. That's going to be 4-0.
Looks like we might be seeing a potential home field map for SFE here in the first week, because they're just running a clinic right now on RIP.
Yeah, definitely. And especially because people do not like playing this map because it's so hard to defend on. And watching SFB right now, locking it down so hard, it's nuts.
Dosu with a great run here.
Finally gets the flag.
He only has 10 health. Can he put it on the stand? There you go. Dosu puts a flag on the stand. I mean, their backs are against the wall. They cannot give up one more score, but... And NinjaDog has the flag with 100 health as he approaches mid. And X-Wizard gets the pickup. He has 20 health. This could be game. This could be game.
I think it's game.
Wow.
Damn.
And just like that, SFP runs a clinic on RIP. That was something else.
Yep. That map is it's such a hit or miss. It's either you keep them out, or they just keep running flags on you the whole time. It's so hard to play this map. Sad to see RIP go like that in the first match of the season. I mean.
Yep, but they have 4 weeks to get it together. Next week they are going to be playing the Super Shotgun Spurs, who won their game this week. So that's another tall task for them coming up. No team really has an easy schedule because every team is pretty good. So,
yeah, that's what I love about this season of the WDL. Every single team has a solid lineup. There's not one team that you can say on paper is worse than the other one. Like, maybe a little bit. Of course, there's going to be better players, but even still, it can go either way, and that's so awesome. That's what's so awesome about this, is you're never sure about how the game is going to go.
Yep, exactly. And at this point, it looks like the top of the league at the moment, with 3 games played, 1 to go this week, is a tie between the Super Shotgun Spurs and Sorrier for Plex. So SFP and SGS are sitting at the top of the league, with TWT right below them with 3 points. And Best Ever has 1 point, and SXP and RIP, 2 kind of legacy teams, legacy captains that have been around for a long time. They're kind of sitting at the bottom right now, which brings me to tonight's game that's going to be coming up. We have at 7:15 Eastern Time, which if you want to see what time zone it's in for you, go to doomleague.org and go to the Matches tab. If you scroll down, you'll see what time it is for you, but that's in about 2.5 hours. Los Mains, led by Ty, versus Osas Opegua, which is led by Dastin. And the lineups for those teams are Ty, Chain, Dranzer, and Legion, another All-American team, versus Dastin, Infer, Sharp, and Stark. So Dastin won last season, as everybody knows, and I think Ty has been, now that I haven't played this season, I think Ty is the only player in IDL and WDL history to have played every single season, all 28 seasons. So should be a wild game tonight. We hope everyone will rejoin us in just a few hours. And other things to do here, if you haven't, please follow us on Twitch. Check out the YouTube for replays of the games. They'll be up shortly. And feel free to come join us on the Discords, the Doom Central Discord or the WDL Discord. And we'll see you in just a couple hours. Denzoa, thank you so much for helping out here. You were great to have.
No problem. I was glad to be here. Enjoyed every second of it, to be honest. That was a really great game, watching them play right now. Really curious to see how how Dastin versus Ty is going to go, because there's a lot of pressure on Chain Dude's shoulder right now, being that it's his own map. So I'm stoked. I'm really hyped to see that, actually.
Well, we encourage everybody to tune back in. We're going to have the broadcast go live in about 2 hours from now. About 2 hours from now. Maybe a little more, 2 hours, 15 minutes. But we'll see you then. Once again, we encourage you to come try the betting bot. It's a lot of fun. So we'll see you in just a little bit. Thanks again, everybody. And this is Ralphis out.
Yep. See you later.